What's up, party people? Welcome to the Writer's Block Party Podcast. I'm your host, R.C. Cepeda. We are a podcast about creators being creative. We come up with ideas for a movie, TV show, or product, and we get to invite you along for the journey and the process. In this week's episode, we have Director Collin Schiffli. Don't forget to check out his new feature film, All Creatures Here Below, May 17th in select theaters and video on demand. Welcome to another episode of the Writer's Block Party Podcast. I'm your host, R.C. Cepeda. Today we have your co-host, Ali Nakvi, and our awesome guest, Collin Schiffli.
Thanks for having me.
Schiffli, but you know, whatever. Yeah, Collin.
Woo! Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good.
Good.
I'm happy to be here. It's nice outside.
Yes.
It is a great day,
great day.
we have some great news. Have you heard PretendRecordClub.com? So, Sean Harris and Tim DeVille take turns producing one another's songs in front of your very eyes, or ears actually. And they press the song into these thin, collectible plastic records called flexi discs and deliver them to your doorstep. So, let's do a little unboxing video here. Take these two things out. Ooh, look at this.
It's a good one. It's blue. Look at that.
Look at that.
Translucent blue.
Wow, translucent, I'll call it.
Wow.
Is that a thing? All right, so basically you can put this in your record player and play this, which is fucking amazing.
In? On?
On, in?
I mean, I guess if you have one that opens, I guess you could put it in.
But you're putting it in, or you open it in, then on. So
I don't know.
You use your record player with this. And then the beauty, my favorite part, to be very, very honest with you, is I love MP3s. I love being able to download, at the snap of a finger, but you do miss the quality of this stuff. The album artwork, it's all customized to the music, to the song. It's amazing. So you get all this with what you purchase. It's PretendRecordClub.com. This is issue number 3, Saint Ranger, No Cloak. Check it out. And I'm actually going to join today because I have a record player, I need some new records, and I love album artwork. This is amazing. I'll check it out.
I've seen this. You can
Look
see
at
both.
look at the grooves.
This blows my mind.
I subscribe.
Subscribe, go to PretendRecordClub.com today, right now. This very second, actually.
And there's a little dancing skeleton on it. Spoiler alert! If you see that, play it, or you can, follow me on Instagram. You can see my video of it at Nakvi.
We'll put the plug right there. Yes,
cool,
check it out.
Cool. Awesome.
All right, Collin.
Yes.
Welcome to the Writer's Block Party Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So the way it works is we're gonna create a movie, TV show, or product in front of your very eyes or your very ears, or both if you'd like to do both.
Cool.
And we're here to create.
Let's do it. I'm down.
It's about creators being creative.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, okay. I'll
All
reach
three,
across.
two,
Okay, there you go. Again, I have T-Rex arms, sorry. All right, so, movie, TV show, product.
I have to say, I'm a pretentious film person, so I'm going to say movie.
Yay!
I love film.
Always has to go to
Who
film.
does not love a good film?
It might
Film?
be dying, but no. It'll never
I
die.
don't think it'll ever die,
Digital's
honestly.
not dying.
Digital's not dying, you're right.
Film's dying.
Oh,
That's okay.
literal
It's okay.
film,
We
yeah.
use film still.
I'm not that far, but movies. The idea of movies and movie theaters. So movie.
The idea of just
Let's do
being enveloped in this concept for a longer time amount of time,
absolutely.
and just going through that.
Absolutely.
And I do love binging, but I also just
course.
love being able to see the whole story.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
In one sitting.
In one
Right.
sitting.
Yeah. And it's
There's
like
nothing better than that.
Absolutely. It's a one-time experience.
We're gonna do that.
Cool. Let's do
Okay.
it.
So I got
Here we go.
I got
That's
three
what I want.
titles. Three titles.
Three titles. Go
Okay.
for it.
I'm not one to judge, Judy.
Nice.
Off the cuff.
Right.
It's not me, it's you.
It's not what?
It's not me, it's you. I'm not one to judge, Judy. Off the cuff. It's not me, it's you. And again, these are jumping off points.
Yeah.
They're not the exact titles.
Absolutely.
The titles will most likely change.
Sure.
This is just planting the seed into what we want to create.
I'm dancing between the first one and the last one.
Okay.
Maybe we should just go with the first one.
We could do both.
I'm not one to judge, Judy. Hey,
could
we
do all three.
both. We could do
You can do
both.
whatever you want.
right.
Colin, this is your show.
All right. Well, just so let's start with the first one and see where we get.
All right.
I love
cool.
I'm all about judgment. Let's learn about judging and
All right.
But she's not one to judge. Judy?
I'm not one to judge, Judy. I love that. Okay, perfect. So, let's just write this down so I don't forget. Even though it's
It was written
digital
down. Here we
recording.
go.
Now it's official.
I'm a fan of just my handwriting, pretty much.
Fair.
All right, I'm not one to judge, Judy. Why did you choose that one?
I don't know. It just sounded I was debating between that and It's Not Me, It's You. Because one that instantly reminded me of Seinfeld, and I'm a Seinfeld fan, and you know, George, if you remember, he's like, I invented the It's Not Me, It's You, when he's like breaking up with people. Or the other way around, actually. It's not you, it's me. But I just liked it. I don't know. It sounded like we could really dive into that one.
Okay.
The judge. Of course, I'm a sucker for puns. You know, adding
Thank
the
you.
Judge Judy. But
I appreciate that.
Is that really a pun? But you know what I mean. Dad
Yeah.
jokes.
Dad
Just
jokes
a-
all
dad
day.
jokes.
Dad jokes
Yeah.
all day. Hashtag.
So
dad
that
jokes.
I think that's what ultimately why.
Okay. So obviously there's the name Judy, right? There's someone here named Judy. We can start with her and then work our way back. So Judy, name, or you want to go with?
Now, is Judy the best friend? Is Judy the main character? Is it about a person that knows this Judy person? Because is it about the I'm in the title, or is it about the Judy in the title?
Oh,
Very good question.
smart.
So
Or the
start-
judgment.
Or the judgment.
I think it should be about the I'm, and we're referring to a Judy. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So is it like a mother-daughter, a sisters type?
Lord, you
Friends.
guys are
Best
specific.
friends.
Yeah, we gotta make the character.
Yeah.
We're gonna flesh this
That's
out.
just about. This is what filmmaking is. What? You just push record and
Just like,
the actors do the rest. Stop motion is
Yeah.
my thing. I don't even want to work with actors. Let's do Judy is the friend
Okay.
of. Well, or who's the I'm? Yeah. So.
I personally,
Yeah.
I think the best friend aspect is it's a good way to go about it.
Okay.
Where it could be like a deep, not deep, but like it could be a crazy psycho friend who's like so like stage 5 clinger with
Yeah.
her.
Oh yeah.
It's one of our episodes.
There you
Callback.
go.
Callback to to her friend where she's like maybe Judy's getting married and I'm just those are my thoughts.
Yeah. 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 No.
I love the wedding thing is always good.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
always like
It's
a
like a
really
good,
like
it's a
because it's
monumental part of
volatile.
life.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like there's so many things that can go wrong,
Yeah,
that go
yeah.
right. Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of
And
people
emotions.
that. What did I say? Motions?
You said emotions.
Oh, I just dropped the E.
quickly.
Emotions. Sure. There's motions and emotions.
in
a lot of
in a
poops.
wedding, like
a lot of
I
poops.
motion thee to get married.
No, they have that in courtrooms too with the judgment.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
love
what I'm
it.
saying. That's-
Oh,
it
it's
goes
right.
together.
It's already
full
coming
circle.
full circle.
Okay,
Full
so
circle.
yes, so it's at a wedding.
All right.
That turns into some sort of judgment type
yes.
area.
Just something crazy bad happened.
Maybe they're there at I don't know. They could be at a courthouse getting married.
Yes.
Not one to judge Judy.
Absolutely. It's an impromptu.
Like it's
what's a
they
there's a-
want to
there's a
go
saying
to.
for
They
that,
just
right?
want
Yeah.
to.
a shotgun wedding.
They
Shotgun
want a
wedding,
simple
yeah.
shotgun wedding. They want a
Yes.
very simple, very like, let's just
You
go,
go
and
and
have
sign papers and
But
you leave.
everybody shows up as they get there. Like all these people start showing
So
up.
it's turning into the elaborate thing that
That's
they
exactly
technically
what they
didn't
didn't
want.
want. Yeah, that's an idea. It's an
All
idea.
right.
What if the best friend who we don't have a name yet knows that Judy has always wanted like a big wedding, but Judy's fiance, upcoming husband, says no, let's just get married now.
quick.
But so the best friend's trying to side with Judy, so she does that to where like they're like the husband fiance officiates it in the judgment room, and then the best friend's like, no, let's make this big thing, and she orders a flash mob, and they get there, and no.
Oh, I'm wondering what a judgment
No.
room is.
A judgment room.
Yeah, it's a room with judgment. What is it? Judgment plus room. What do you think?
This is not a judgment room. No judgment here.
Apparently, that side of the room is a judgment.
Yeah, that's
part of the room is
Clearly.
over there.
You tell us.
Turn on mic 5. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I think
No,
that's
great.
fun. That's
That's
fun.
a good
I think
scenario. Yeah.
it's that the wedding things always have like, then this happens, and then
Yeah.
this grandmother isn't approving of it, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
so it has to like have all these like random twists and turns. So we have to figure out like what are all the random side stories. Like one of my favorite movies, Death at a Funeral, is that it's not just the one story of him not being able to tell the speech. It's all the other shit going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all these other things that are like getting in the way of, or kind of how they affect it or whatever.
Sure.
But it's all this ensemble kind of thing. So Judy's the main character, but she's a secondary character, but she's also a
Yeah.
tertiary character. She's like kind of like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
who Judy really is, but
But I think that's what's fun. Everyone
great,
can always
yeah.
be talking about Judy, but she doesn't really show up to the last minute. You know what
I
mean?
like that, actually.
Like it's like everything's happening to lead up, and I
About
still think
her.
we go with the like. Ideally, she wanted that amazing,
it's the
perfect grand wedding, and
Does
but
she
it's
get
like,
it?
is she gonna get it? Yeah.
That's
And
that's
is someone gonna mess it up? What are all the factors that are gonna? What wacky uncle is gonna come in and
Wacky
you know,
uncle.
always gotta have the wacky uncle.
All right, write down wacky uncle so that can be a
Keyword.
thing.
We need to have a wacky uncle for sure. All right. Let's think. Should we throw some characters in here?
Yeah. So
So
let's
we have
okay.
wacky uncle for
so we
sure.
got Judy,
Judy.
Judy for sure.
It's elusive Judy.
and then who's the I'm?
Yeah. So
We're
is it the
talking
friend?
about
Is
here.
it the
Her best friend Trudy.
yeah? Judy and Trudy.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
Because
No, that's why they're friends because
They like hit it off.
Yeah.
Like elementary school. Like we have a
similar
They've known each other
name.
forever. Yeah.
or
And
they
then-
could be
and she's
she
also-
could be Rhonda.
well, she's
a weird name.
Rhonda's good.
I like Trudy because she's also kind of like she's also in Trudy into this like
She's
scenario.
in Trudy. Into
Oh, and
this-
she's also it's also
Gold.
there's a true in her name
Gold.
too. There's true in her name, true and false because
True
of
and false,
judgment.
yes.
Yeah, see, that makes
It's
sense.
like 50-50.
See?
Yeah,
That
it's-
works.
That's good.
I'm sold on Trudy.
so smart. Let's do it.
Judy and her best friend Trudy.
Trudy.
Best friend, BF. Is she a
These
BF?
writers are really good.
Oh yeah.
Is she a
Whoever wrote this
brilliant
movie
or-
really.
Is she a BFF or a BF? Oh wait, a BF is boyfriend. Never mind.
Yeah.
A BFF or
BFF?
No, but he's her fiance. Is it that they've already been
No,
already
it's Trudy,
engaged
the
at the beginning
BFF.
of the movie? Are they already engaged,
oh the fiance?
or is it like when they're about to get engaged?
I think there's more pressure on the like
The wedding.
the like setting up for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
all the
No.
prep.
Let's think of a name for Chad.
No, that's a douchey name. Do you want him to be
Rudy.
a douche?
Isn't he a douche?
Rudy.
Rudy, Trudy.
Rudy.
It's an underdog story now. Now it's an underdog story. Is this a Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss adaptation?
Okay, so we don't
In a
like
box
Rudy. We
with
don't
a
like
fox.
Rudy.
I don't think
We don't like Rudy.
I don't think we like our
They go up a hill, then down a hill.
Yeah,
in a box,
yeah.
not in a box,
Not in a box
with
with
a
a
fox.
Okay, I get it, guys. No Rudy. No Rudy. It's fine.
Booty.
Rudy!
Nice.
There it
There
is.
it is. No, but Judy has to have a booty. Okay, understood. All right. The fiance character.
So is he a good guy or is he a jerk?
Because if he's a jerk, then it's Chad.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be?
I don't
that?
think so. I think he's.
So his good intentions of wanting to get married quick are like shotgun wedding. Like this is okay.
He's just passionate.
He's just passionate. He's not like, oh, I want to move to Vegas or I want to, you know. He just wants to make it happen because he's in love.
I'm cool
okay
with that.
Yeah.
Let's be a little more humane with him.
Yeah.
Again, no judgment on these characters.
Not yet. Not
Not
till
yet.
the end.
Judgment
That's-
comes
yeah.
later.
When Judy arrives.
Yes.
Yeah. Judgment comes at the end.
Yes. For all of us.
When
Yeah.
Judy gets
See,
there.
yeah. Thank you.
When Jesus. Judy's also an allegory for Jesus.
His name is Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus.
He's Hispanic.
We're going there.
No,
Judgment.
Judy and her husband. Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, the whole time they're like, yeah, Judy and her
Judy
husband.
and-
Judy and her husband.
and
Judy
we're
and
like, who's
and then when he
her
walks
husband?
in the door, it's
That's actually really good.
Judy and her husband. Judy and her husband.
We're waiting for him. We're still waiting for him. He's coming back. He's
coming back.
He'll be here. We promise.
He'll be here.
That's a good little twist. That's like the major twist.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking for tone? What do we think for tone?
Oh yeah. Let's say one of those like '80s movies tones where it's like wacky and
I love it.
you know what I mean. They still can get a little serious and
No, I love the
Have a
80s. I
touching
love the 80s because you can
moment.
get away with a lot.
You
of
can get
weird
away with
shit,
stuff that's
but
like-
it's
Yeah.
still you could have touching
Yes.
moments, and it was like,
it's
whoa,
like what?
okay.
It's like they didn't have it figured out yet.
They didn't,
Which
They
is a
had
good thing. That's
They had
why
like
they
no
were-
They were
rules.
coming up
Pre-MPAA
Yeah.
kind of movie.
Because
Yeah, that's what we're
70s was all like porn and stuff like
Yes,
that. Like
yes.
this is like the
Gritty and-
let's think about this actually.
Yes.
Let's put some thought into this.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
it had some heart to it.
Ah.
And then they like made the product where it was like now everything's like you check that box off, check that box
Yeah.
off.
Sell this, we gotta
yeah,
sell
but
this.
they weren't quite there yet in the
Yeah.
80s. They're just
I
like,
I, I,
You
lo- I
gotta
love the
save the
80s
cat.
theme. I do.
yeah, all right, if that's okay.
Okay, 80s theme.
I love it. That's a good.
There's a lot of outlandish stuff we cope with.
but set now.
Yeah, set
Still
now.
set today.
Just that like tone.
Yeah, no, I-
that
I-
no
I-
one does anymore.
Just making sure. I love
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
present day.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fun. And then with where does it take place? What are we thinking? Like a small town?
Oh yeah, is it small town?
Large
Big
town? Small town is kind of fun because then it's like everybody knows everybody.
And there's so many characters that
then
can
it's
be
like
together.
you can have,
Yeah.
like, the whole community
I love
come
that.
together
And it makes
for
sense why
Every
they
time
know
have
why
any
everyone
sort
knows
of-
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's smart. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I like
You know,
that.
small
It's a
town.
small
It's-
town.
Small town is it's always fun to like.
Yeah.
Because then it's like everybody has that like, oh, I heard,
knows something on
they're getting
everyone.
married at the courthouse.
yeah.
It adds more.
And it's just like
Yeah. No, that's good.
Small town. I like that. Okay. Should any major events we should come up with? We can think of besides like that are leading up to it.
Yeah, is there any like major?
They have to have a fight.
Of course.
And by they, I mean the friends have to have a fight, and then also the husband,
Judy and the friend?
fiance have to have a fight.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere
I don't
in
know
there,
where. And then so we're saying Judy is the best friend, right? So
Judy's getting married. Trudy is the best friend.
Yes.
Judy's getting
Getting married.
Yeah. Trudy is the best friend.
Setting it up, knowing that Judy deep down wants something.
Wants
big
a
and
bigger
elaborate.
wedding.
Right.
So
Okay.
hold on. So we're not calling him Rudy, right?
I mean, we can't. Let's just keep it simple. Let's
not-
just say,
yeah, let's
okay,
remember, Rudy.
for now,
Rudy?
we'll fill
Okay.
it in later. His name
Yeah.
is
I
Rudy.
just have husband. I was like, I knew the name
yeah,
first.
and then we'll
Rudy's good. Rudy's
we'll
fine.
go around.
Rudolph.
Once we run out of
We'll go
yeah, okay,
Rudolph.
sure,
Rudolph.
Rudy for short. Got it.
Rudy, yeah.
Okay.
Rudy for short.
Yes. All right.
Don't try to tell me later her name is Trudolph. 'Cause it's not. It's not.
Damn it, he knows me already. He knows me too well.
It's not. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. For now, we'll just name place Rudy. Sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
But ultimately, I think it's they all have to have different fights at different points in time. And I think what else can happen? What's the crazy uncle's name? Not his name. What's his situation? Why is he crazy? Is he just banana shit crazy, or is he just he doesn't like the guy? Is he a racist? Is he
racist? He's accidentally racist. He's the guy that like just he's all talk. You know, he was like the one who said he was always. He still says like I'm gonna do this. You know, he looks back.
He's
like,
always got a scheme going.
He's got a scheme going
All the
he's like-
time.
exactly. He's always on the next.
Oh, what are you on
like
now?
the
Exactly.
Like
I
a
got.
Fonzie kind of like.
I mean, I don't know if he's not
Fonzie
cool
schemes?
as
I don't know if
Fonzie.
Fonzie's in
No,
schemes.
no,
No, that's a
Kramer
Ponzi
was.
scheme.
Ponzi scheme.
You're thinking of something else.
my
God damn it.
Don't ruin
Fonzie's
Wow.
cool. Yeah. He's a perfect person.
He's
Hey, he's A.
no, so
Fonzie
he's
fixes
He's
problems.
yeah, exactly.
so-
Fonzie has to clean up the uncle's messes.
there you go.
And at one
So-
time back in that time period, you know, the uncle was cool like Fonzie, but not anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know, he's the
Now
type
he
of guy-
still thinks he's cool.
He thinks he's cool.
But he's
But it's set
he's
in-
always in these random crazy schemes,
schemes.
but nothing ever works
Nothing.
the way he
yeah, absolutely.
He's always like, "What are you on to now?" And he's always like, "Oh, I just got out of the hotel business."
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next time you see him, it's some other shit.
It's a new thing. Yeah. They're
So
all,
I love that. So then can we do like weird like cutaways like that where it's like, oh yeah, this is
Yes.
Uncle Larry, and then you see him, and then when you see him, every few years he changes jobs, and then you just like
Yes.
montage
Boom,
through his
boom,
life,
boom. And he's like
of,
different.
yeah, just like a skinny,
It's like he's like
got a big beard,
yeah,
big hair,
slightly different.
and then it's like
You
through
don't know
the
they're gonna
years, it's
show
like
up.
yeah, every time I see him, he's got a different job.
Yes.
He's just carrying like, yeah, now I sell Cutco knives.
yes.
I love that.
That's Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry.
Always be close.
What side of always be closing? That's it. Yes. And what side of the family is he? Is he her?
We're not sure.
Is he, nobody really knows. Even the both.
We haven't fleshed that out yet.
Yeah. They don't even know.
The family, like
the family's like,
we're not sure.
Is he with us? When he shows up, they're like, "Are you on the bride and groom side?" And everyone's like,
And then like maybe it comes out at the wedding. It's like, whose family are you
even part of this? Wait. Yeah. That's
You
correct.
just show him as you see, as everyone's
Try and
watching
decide
him,
which
and
side,
he's-
yeah.
And they're just watching him, seeing him go side
Go-
to side.
yeah, back and
then he
forth.
just decides, but we still don't really know.
We don't know. Yeah. Because that's all him.
That's
his life.
awesome.
He might steal the movie, guys. I mean,
He might be
Larry
the,
might be the
but
one
that's
that
great.
everyone
I'm okay
talks
with that.
about.
I'm okay with that. And he might be the one that, at the end of it all, everything explodes and it's like all this shit comes out, and then
Yeah.
he's the one that somehow brings it all together.
Yeah, exactly. In a weird way.
In like some
afterward.
weird way, Larry knows the answer. He says like
He's
one
technically
like
the wise
totally
sage or whatever
Right.
that gives.
So like the Yoda.
He's the
Yeah.
Yoda, but
Yeah.
the whole time, well, that's how Yoda is. When we first meet
Yeah,
Yoda,
he's an asshole.
he's a psycho.
He's a
like,
dick.
He's like, Luke's like,
He's like,
"Come
yeah, I
on."
know Yoda.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I won't tell you,
sure.
but I won't.
You're right. He's a total jerk.
Dick. Right away, and he starts hitting him
And
with
he's
shit.
like, eating his food.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, Yoda's a dick.
He's a dick
Yoda's
right
a
away.
fucking
Well,
dick.
supposedly, I don't know if I believe George Lucas ever, but he said like that character's supposed to be the one that you like dismiss. He's the guy on the side of the road. You're like, dude, I'm
He's
like
a crazy
too busy.
guy. He's,
But the wise, you learn your lesson because you're like, oh, I should have paid attention to the crazy guy on the side of the road.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a
he's the
homeless
master.
guy from Bruce Almighty.
Yes,
ends up being
who ends up
God.
being God.
Yeah.
Very
Spoiler
very
alert.
yeah.
If you haven't seen Bruce Almighty.
Morgan, who again? Morgan something. So,
Alright.
so Uncle Larry has a wisdom to him.
Yeah,
A
I think
wiseness about him.
right because he has. It has to be like the payback of like, oh, who's this guy? The whole
Yeah.
movie, you're like, this fucking guy.
Yeah, this guy.
And then at the end, he circulates that he's the one that saves the wedding, makes the
Saves it
wedding.
all.
Yeah,
And maybe he knew the whole time. He like knew how to do that the whole time, but probably not.
people underestimate him.
People underestimate him. He actually does pay off.
What? Okay, I like
He's
that.
actually got millions.
Yes, he
In all
really
these,
is
like,
successful
all
in
these
all these
schemes.
businesses.
He's actually
yeah.
still making money on a
Yes.
lot of different schemes over there.
Yes.
I like that he's actually a success.
He's a
we don't
success. We
secret
just think
success.
he's a mess.
Yeah,
I like this.
the secret successful life.
I'm almost
of
thinking like,
Uncle Larry.
Let's
should
just
we
get rid of the rest of the character.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Judy. You're
should
gone.
we should we give it? I was just thinking literally that is should we give him more of a backstory to where like in the end he's like turns out that he actually was in the same scenario but it didn't turn out for him.
Oh yeah.
So he's like that's why he knew.
he learned the hard
Yeah,
way.
maybe they like refer to some. Oh yeah, he got divorced early, and
Yeah.
maybe that's how he. Oh, he's related through marriage. She left him.
Oh, that's why no one
Yeah,
knows.
and
that's
she
why no one knows.
like got out of, or they like forgot or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it comes, I don't know. It's there's something we can do that.
Something
but
in there,
but
yeah.
basically, like she like is out of the family, or she I don't know. She dies is not great.
Too heavy. That's too much.
It's heavy. But it's, I
think
mean,
she
it could be
leaves-
heavy, but
she's
it's like
tired of his
or she leaves and she's
stuff
the one that like
or something?
is outcast from the family, maybe. Because
Oh,
if she's
yeah.
outcast from the family, then it's like, but who's this, Larry?
why
Does
Why
she
did he
show?
go?
Does she
And why does
show
he
up
still
at the
show up?
wedding? And then like there's a
I was
fight
wondering, did they
there.
get back? Or, no,
Like-
they fight.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Always bring
Those-
back people.
always
for
throw a
weddings.
wrench into
You
it,
always
yeah.
have to bring
You
back
gotta
people.
throw
for
that
weddings.
wrench in.
But I mean, if we allude too much to it, then we're gonna be like, kind of be like,
Yeah,
hey,
hitting that.
audience,
It's like,
yeah,
yeah, we
hey,
saw that
Larry's
coming.
gonna be important later.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
So I don't know
You
if
wanna
we want to
really
do that either.
misdirect there.
Yeah, we want to
Whatever.
misdirect him a little bit. Be like, yeah, who's this weirdo?
guy? Like,
and
he's
then
funny,
we'll
but-
fill it out with all these other random characters you think are going to be important, like the mom. Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah.
And the grandma, who cares?
Yeah.
Like you think it's going to be the grandma that's like the problem or the whatever.
Yes,
Or,
but it doesn't matter.
and then yeah, like what other situations, what other kind of side stories do we have going on in this ensemble?
Maybe they're staying all in one house.
Oh, that's
Oh,
So like
maybe,
there's a lot of stuff that happens at the house. Like that's why there's so much
Let's-
tension because
yeah.
like not like you know how like family reunions are like it's like
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
oh well fuck you or someone's like oh no I love you whatever.
But
the
how
case.
about because maybe it's Trudy to bring back her.
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah.
Trudy is trying to make it special for Judy. Dear Lord, that's complicated. Trudy is trying to make it special for Judy, but the whole time Judy doesn't even know that all these family members are coming in to stay at like one spot.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
because
she's gotten
she- yeah,
like an
because
Airbnb.
Judy-
yeah,
or
she's got an
she's
Airbnb.
doing it at her house or something.
Judy has no idea because she's
Yes.
thinking she's just gonna walk
It's just a
in
shock.
and get married
Yeah.
in the judgment room.
In the judgment room.
the room of
The room of
judgment.
You make it out alive or not, or you go to jail.
Well, yeah, she's gonna be presented in front of a judgment person.
Yeah,
Right.
The judgment person?
The judgment person.
What world do you live in?
Clearly not this one.
Yeah. These are all.
But
There's terms for these.
Yeah, there's words for all the things you're saying.
I don't like words. Yeah, I like that.
It's a podcast.
So Trudy is staying true to herself, and her friend Judy, and yeah, she's wrangling everyone up.
Yeah.
This crazy Larry, this crazy grandma, crazy
Yes.
mom, and then that's why Trudy has a lot of pressure on her. Like she's probably fucking pent up with.
Absolutely.
Angst because she's wrangling all this up for the friend Trudy. Then maybe
like the middle guy,
maybe
the
Judy
middle girl.
doesn't like appreciate it at one point.
Yes.
So that's where Trudy's like, I'm not one to judge, Judy.
And then she looks at the camera.
And then we'll send you back to the future. Oh, that's funny.
Something's got to be done with kids' money.
Kids' money.
So I love what we have. Let's put a pin in this.
Yes.
Because I and everyone in this room and everyone listening and or watching would love to learn more about you.
Awesome.
So let's talk about you.
Weird, but I'm just kidding. Absolutely. I'm happy to. I'm from Indiana originally, the Midwest. Went to school in Chicago, graduated in 2009, and then came out here 10 years ago somehow, which is when I met you. Kind of. A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 9 years
You
ago.
did some stuff.
We did like a bunch of you climb the ladder. I did PA work and kind of worked up into coordinating and a lot of editing. Editing was good. Anytime I ask anyone oh, I need advice, what do I do? I'm like, learn how to edit because everyone needs an editor and somehow they actually pay you. Instead of being a PA for 22 hours and killing yourself, you at least have a routine in a room and you're editing. So anyways, that kind of got me into being able to pay bills and then at the same time get movies going. And so I'm a director and that's always been my main thing, directing. But I love art and all things creative. So yeah, just trying to continue to climb that ladder and make big movies, all kinds of movies. I don't know about big movies anymore, but now I just want to make
tough now,
make movies.
There's nobody's. They're not making big movies unless they're
unless it's the Avengers.
It's gonna make all the money back. Yeah.
So I don't know about. I don't even
They're not taking risks on big movies
Yeah,
anymore.
and because of that, I feel like it's made me in a good way. I'm finally letting go and being like, well, now we can just make anything, and it'll find its platform.
Yeah.
And even if it takes a while, I'd rather just make something that I'm happy with. That was, that we all do. If we make this Judy movie, someone will watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the Judys out there.
all
who
the
watch
Judys
this
out there,
movie.
of course.
Live your dreams, Judy.
Yes, we're giving that
No
Judy
judgment
a
here,
hope.
Judy.
It's this time. We live in a world where everyone's voice needs to be heard, and Judy has a voice.
I love that. Why directing? What is there a certain movie or do you remember that point in time where you're like, this is what I want to do?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I think, when I was younger, I loved to draw. Me and my older brother would draw all the time. So, we'd watch everything. I feel like my parents didn't do a good job filtering, which I'm glad, filtering what we watched. We'd go to the movie store and be like, what is Chucky? Freddy Krueger? That's interesting. Even if we'd kind of watch it or find ways to watch that stuff. And I think we just liked the creative aspects of puppets and anything Jim Henson and puppets and Star Wars and so I didn't know what at that time. You don't know what that is, so you kind of try to create it yourself by and for us that was drawing and painting. And I think it finally, when I understood what directing was, to me that was you get to combine all the aspects of art and all the aspects of, you know what I mean? You're wow, I don't need to necessarily know how to run the equipment and the camera. Maybe I don't have that eye to or that even that interest to be I want to know every type of lens and every type of new camera. I love that stuff, but I'm also someone can do that better than me. I want them to take what's up here and make
piece it together.
Piece it together in their way. And that's why I think
The collaboration.
The collaboration, I was even though ironically that's also the hardest part of it, the collaborating. But it's just so fun to be that's when it clicked. When I was oh, that's what a director does. You're taking people who know what they're doing better than you, and I'm they're my pencil. In a metaphorical way. If I'm drawing the movie, they're the pencil and they're the process. All the different pieces. So I think that's when I was I got it. Probably by high school or something, when we all started actually making, YouTube kind of came about. Yeah, we started filming things and learning how to edit. That's when I realized okay, directing's the main.
That's the path.
That's the path.
But first, it's awesome that you're here where you're at now.
Yeah.
Physically, you're here on the Rise Rock Party. It's amazing for you.
It is. Actually,
What an honor.
It is, though. If you really think about that, think about we're in Hollywood. To me, that always blows my mind. There's always moments where I'm
I made it.
I made it.
I'm
We're
already here.
We're here. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I would have been what?
Every day I wake up, I'm what the heck
What are we
job
doing?
is this?
Yeah,
that I
what-
do?
yeah, that
What
I
is
can
this
do
that I get
this,
to hang
yeah,
out
yeah.
with these amazing people?
For you to
Absolutely.
be able to say I've directed this, I've directed that, and be in front of other cameras and other using other mics, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
it's surreal. It really is. And
And
what was the final push to go from like you said PA to boom indie film and these what was that final? Was it a script that you read where you're
It
I want to do this?
For me, I had the scripts. Me and my brother had our scripts that we wanted to make, and we're still working on that stuff.
Brandon. Shout out Brandon.
Brandon Schiffli.
That's him.
We'll get there. Where all our movies are much bigger. Like, I mean, not bigger, but like, I feel like they take more special effects and things that like we're not quite there yet. It's not get a camera and go out on the streets and film something. So we're working on that stuff. But I think what clicked was when we really started learning the ins and outs of coordinating and like the paperwork side of things, which I hate, but like you gotta learn it. You realize like what the steps are. It was when my buddy David Desmalchin, who's an actor and a writer, but I knew him, I met him in Chicago, and we just like hit it off, we clicked, and we did a short film together, and we came out here. He was already doing his thing, and it was one of the things where I was like, yeah, we'll never like cross paths again. But I was doing my PA coordinating thing, and he was doing his acting thing, and I think we finally just were like, I think we can do this on our own. We can do it better than we're working on these projects that are like frustrating for whatever reason, and we're like, well, we want to tell a meaningful story and
have that control.
Have that control. And he had a story that was really personal to him, and it's a heavy drama about heroin addiction and a world that I knew nothing about. But like, I read the script and it was that tone that I like, dark, weird. I want to explore the dark side of humanity. And when he brought it to me, I was like, why do you want to tell this story? Like, it could have been I always say it could have been the worst script ever. And of course, I was like, I'm ready. Like, even if we get $500, let alone, we ended up getting like almost $200,000. And
wow.
And that, it was a long 3-year process. But like, I think all the learning, all the ins and outs of PAing and editing and coordinating, and like, you finally are like, I think we have the pieces to like, you can cut corners, and you know how to like do it. Like the actual process, and then somehow people start trusting you and are like, here's money, and you're like, which is still the complicated part, but like,
and that was Animals. Correct?
That was Animals. Yeah. That was my first movie.
South by Southwest.
You
took it there.
We somehow got into South by Southwest, and we won one of the grand jury awards there, and like, thank you. I appreciate it. That was a surreal.
That was a good movie, man.
Thank you.
It's available.
It's on Hulu right now. I think it just finished on Showtime, but it's on Hulu, and
it's awesome. It's
to me that's like, wow, what? Yeah. Like, and it played at select theaters, and that was surreal enough for like a couple of weeks.
The cast was great.
Cast is good. Yeah. David Desmalchin wrote and stars in it, and then Kim Shaw is the opposite. So they made it like easy for me in a way, because you have to, you're balancing so much. And
well, and I mean, and I know the story was super personal to him, and I know that helps too when you're connected to it as a writer, as an actor, as anything. Yeah, you're connected to the story, it's going to be better. And then on top of that, he I remember even like 2 or 3 years before you guys actually made the movie, we did a reading.
Yeah, we did a reading.
We did a reading, and like it wasn't just here's a script, I'm ready to shoot it. It was no, let's make this as good as it possibly can be.
It's like, what are we trying to tell here? It's not just like,
let's just rush through it. It was like, let's plan this properly and all that kind of. I love that about it.
I think that's also
he was so passionate about it.
It comes down to that always, like that whole. If you believe in what you're doing, like, you somehow make it work, and it's going to be better for that.
It also
Instead of being like, oh, that works. Yeah, it shows the final product, and you can like forgive other things that maybe weren't as, you didn't have the budget to this, or something didn't come together right. It's like I loved finding that other people would watch it and look past things that I was like, what? I thought they would
catch that
or not notice that. But it's like everyone's like, even if they did, like, I didn't even care.
It's great for the story in itself. Like, it means that they just capture their attention.
Exactly. They went on that journey with those characters, and whether it was hard or fun or a heavy thing that you never want to do again, but at least you watched it that one time. You're like, I got something out of it.
And so you mentioned the newer film, right?
Yeah. So I did that one, and then again, that kind of opened up a lot of doors in terms of having to do less editing and try to jump into my next project. And David brought me another script that he was like, here's another one, it's heavy, it's another thing, this other movie that's been like bouncing around my head. And I was like, oh boy. And I read it though, and I was like, gosh, it takes me forever to read scripts. Like, I hate, not in some pretentious way, I just like suck at reading or something. I'm just like, after like 2 pages, I'm like, what was I doing again? Oh yeah. And I read it like so fast, and I was like, gosh, it's another similar story of like dealing with people that you don't necessarily want to relate to, and that's what is the challenge of it. It's like people that you're like, you see.
How do you connect to these people?
How do you connect to these people? Especially, not even just us, like our generation, we're much more like open-minded, and we're creative thinkers, so like we love like getting to weird, but like how do people like our parents or like my mom and dad or like Midwest people or whatever who only watch like the big movies whatever, how are they going to watch this and be like, I really get this? And so I like that challenge, and
It's a great challenge.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, and I think that's
being able to, trying to capture that.
Yeah.
And show it off.
Putting people in other people's shoes, and like, I mean, that's storytelling. You're telling, everything we do is telling a story and like someone's perspective.
Right, and the other thing is like if you can connect to like one person.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
that's it.
Sometimes that's all you
like,
need,
if
and
you
that might
change
open
one
your
person's
mind.
life, or you don't. Or if one person hates it or they love it. If they have a reaction.
You've done your job.
Yeah,
that's
such a
like
good point.
it's. Do you feel that too with you guys? Like when you do anything, whether it's this, sometimes people even negatively saying something. You're like, wow, you paid attention.
And you care. You
cared
saw
that I did
to
that?
like say even a bad
have
thing
a
about
comment.
it. There was one project I did where somebody said something positive about it, and they said, like, hey, this really like affected me in a positive way, and I was like, wow, that's totally worth it.
Absolutely.
The hours and hours that I did, like nobody else on the internet could, or anybody has to even see this for me. To,
it made some impact.
So I was like, yeah, cool, I'm cool.
Yeah, totally.
Just having that, for me, just that, this is the only thing I've done, like, TV or film
this
recording
world.
wise. I'm in a totally different world, but starting this and then like seeing like the likes, I was like, oh,
I
cool.
know.
It's the same as when you had a band, though. Like, I mean, it's when somebody listens to your song and they're like, oh, dude, hey, that was great. Or when you after a show, somebody comes up to you and says, hey, good show.
That was awesome. We're gonna see you again, or whatever.
Like that's. I feel like it's that same
No,
feeling. Like
it
that instant gratification.
It's putting something out creatively.
Right.
Yeah.
And your artistic side, letting it be seen or heard or seen or
and
known.
judged even. Speaking of judgment and all that stuff, it's like I've always got to bring it back. I met this woman named Judy the other day. Just saying.
In a judgment room.
In a judgment room. It's really weird. This all feels very familiar. No, so like it's that feeling of like, I don't know, like when anyone just critiquing or looking at your stuff, or part of it is that like adrenaline rush. That's the thing that we all have now, that we're like, I got to look at my Instagram and all those things. But if you look at it beyond that and like see the actual human connection, that people are like, wow, that was funny, or that was cool, or
it was awful or garbage,
or whatever. It's just like, cool. I don't know. I think.
But that person may also think Spielberg's garbage.
Yeah,
like, cool.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm the same level of garbage as Spielberg. Cool.
I'll take it.
I'm into it.
Yeah, it's proof that there's no one, and that's what's good about where we are now with all these different platforms and TV, and you find what you like, and it's
your
like,
outlet.
Yeah, you find your outlet. It's like, okay, that might not be for you, but like, I love that, and like, I've opened up myself to things that I never cared about before, where I'm like, now I love this weird little world, and I used to be like, that's not.
At the end of the day, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I'm going back to, I'm glad Ali mentioned my band days, is when we did a show, we had the mentality of, we did a 2-week tour from South Texas all the way to New Orleans or whatever. Literally, we went on this trek saying, if no one's there, it's practice.
Yeah.
Like, and going back to what you're saying relating to that is, if it makes me happy, like I'm okay with that.
That's good, because you're learning
doing
about
it for yourself in a sense.
Yeah, totally.
The more the better. The more other people can love it. If they love it, amazing, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If they like it,
it's also that idea of like, to get something really good at something, you have to do it 1,000 times.
Practice,
You have to do it so many times to where it's like, oh, this comes second nature. I don't have to think about it. This is how you make a movie.
And even if you don't do it, you're still gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm always like, I'm so frustrated. I want to give up. Then I'm like, well, now I'll do it anyway. It's my own way. So it's like, it doesn't matter. And I don't know.
well, yes, but I also I don't mean to judge Judy, but this is our way of getting back into this movie, because you've made these movies. Mm-hmm. Let's find a way to finish this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like so happy that it's an 80s throwback.
Totally.
The tone is.
Speaking
I'm just
to
like
our
so excited.
audience.
What's your favorite? You like 80s films?
I love 80s movies.
What's the first one that you thought of that?
I went to like John Hughesy in terms of the world of like weird characters, because you could do so many things where you're like, what? Like, why is there that character? That makes no sense. But
and then he comes back around,
and
like the janitor. You're like, what the
what
the heck is the janitor about in Breakfast Club? Well, why is he there?
Why is he there?
What's he doing there? And then what's his like arc? There's an arc.
Yeah.
For the janitor.
Even if it matters or doesn't matter, it's just like enjoyable.
Yeah.
But all that type of stuff, even like, I mean, that's why I made the Back to the Future joke earlier. Like all that, Indiana Jones, like, they all to me have like solid characters and solid feelings that I don't necessarily. Maybe it's just because we've seen it all, or maybe because that was our heyday of watching cool stuff. Back to the Future, but also like Ghostbusters and all that stuff. Like they strike a balance of wackiness and
Yeah, it's so goofy.
I don't
Also
know.
just feel
Ghostbusters
they're just like
is
kind
so
of
good.
feel
It
good
is.
movies
They're
where you just
feel-good,
you know you feel good. Like Home Alone, that's why.
Oh, that's why they call it a feel-good movie because it makes you feel good.
Is that why?
I got it.
I didn't get it
idea.
actually. I'm just kidding.
had to
No, but
say
like
it.
Home Alone will always forever be like the best Christmas movie in my opinion. Like right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
fucking-
John Hurd. The
John
dad-
Hurd was in
the
Animal.
dad
Are
from
you
Home
Are you
Alone.
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in.
he
He
was-
was a
and he was
nice
so
little
good.
security guard. Yeah, he was great. He was
Wow,
really
that's
cool.
amazing.
person.
That's fucking awesome.
But to me, yeah, since then I'm so bummed. My second movie, I was just dying to somehow get like Catherine O'Hara or like.
Yeah.
My goal now is just have a Home Alone actor to
Yeah.
appear.
I love it.
So I failed.
Macaulay, are you listening?
I know if you're listening, or I really want like Daniel Stern or like.
Yeah.
that would've been so good.
Also,
Yeah.
Like,
I just want him to narrate something for me, like the Wonder Years.
best voice ever.
Yeah.
Pause and just.
Did you know he's the voice of the
Yeah.
Wonder Years?
but I
That's so
found that out
good.
In voice of what?
The Wonder Years?
Wonder Years.
That was him?
He's adult Kevin.
He's
Oh
Arnold.
shit! I didn't know that. Daniel Stern?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's him.
What?
That's wild.
Yeah. That cast of that.
Hashtag Winnie.
Yeah?
Yes. There
No.
you go.
Okay.
Hashtag
sorry.
calculus.
Calculus. Sorry. Should he be the crazy Uncle Larry?
Yes.
We can go into casting right now. We can go into this
I was going to
casting.
ask. Can we,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do
no,
a
no, we
dream
do
cast.
casting, yeah.
It's people that we think we may have never a chance
Yes,
to ever
but
get.
who cares?
Dreamcast.
But it's okay.
It's a Dreamcast. Not the console,
Let,
but the.
I haven't thought about that in years.
I had one. I still remember the game.
Crazy
Oh my
Taxi.
God.
Gosh, Crazy Taxi.
Crazy
Yes.
Taxi was so good. Anyway.
Dreamcast.
So
Okay.
yeah, we'll
Dreamcast.
put some. So he's.
He should be Uncle Larry.
Yeah. That's great.
let's bring
I
him.
love
Let
that.
him
Daniel
like
Stern is
steal the show.
Yeah.
Do something crazy.
And then we can get another.
Yeah, then I can
Home
check
Alone.
off that.
Yeah, there you
Home
go.
Alone.
Or if he's not available, Joe Pesci.
Of course. Well,
Yes.
he's coming back with. He's in Scorsese.
He's in that
with
Alexa
De Niro
commercial.
and-
Him and Macaulay Culkin made Alexa commercials.
Oh
Is
yeah,
he
they
serious?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not sponsored by us.
No.
Or we're not sponsored by
But
them.
I need to see these.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they're pretty silly. It's just they're there and they're like, hey, check this out.
That's amazing.
Alexa, mute yourself. Just kidding. So we got Daniel Stern for Crazy Uncle Larry.
Uncle Larry. Who's who's gonna be
Judy. Who's
Judy and
What
Ringwald?
age are we
Ringwald?
thinking?
Ringwald?
Ringwald? Oh no, that's
a little
old. She could be the mom. We need to make her the mom. She needs.
I
to
thought
be
this
the-
was a
Good,
safe
she's good.
space,
That-
guys.
that's good. No, she's
That
the
was a
mom.
safe
That's good.
space.
We bring her back as the mom.
Okay.
That's great.
To
'cause it's
represent
yeah,
that.
Totally. It's a little another throwback.
Another throw a nod to
Yeah,
that.
no nod.
But I don't know modern people nowadays.
What do you not? You want to get Ali Sheedy instead?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ali Sheedy from Breakfast Club. The other the
Which one?
The dandruff.
Maybe she can
Oh,
be
I liked her.
like the wacky neighbor. Nah, there's too many wacky here. We need some
Solid.
stoic, solid people.
Maybe there's an
Solid.
aunt
Yeah, like
that like.
just
I've
says
actually
some
never.
nice
I used to say
things.
aunt. I
So
don't know why I said
basically,
aunt.
we put out a casting call for anybody that was in the 80s movies to fill in the parent roles.
calling all 80s.
Calling all 80s actors.
Fill them all in. Anybody
You're
that was a
around.
kid can be an
Yes,
adult.
yes,
Anybody
yes,
that
yes.
was an adult can be a grandparent.
Yes,
We just-
appropriately
yeah,
there.
Yeah. Anybody
that.
that was like a fan can be in the movie.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah,
done.
yeah.
We're done.
Absolutely.
Should we have it in an audition room? Is that?
Oh, like we use the youngest Culkin brother
Is it
Yes.
Rory?
as Rudy.
As Rudy.
Rory?
Is he
Sorry,
Rory?
Macaulay.
There's so
We're
many.
going
of
with
them. Yeah,
Rory.
we're going.
Or
No, I
Rory
think it's
or
Rory.
Kieran. Kieran seems the middle
Kieran's
one.
older.
And then Rory, I think, is the little one with the glasses that was in
Yeah.
Home Alone.
Let's do Rory.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't he in? Who's the one in Scott
Kieran?
Pilgrim?
No. Yeah, Kieran. Kieran.
Kieran
Kieran?
is also in the latest HBO one, Concession,
Yeah,
which is
Conce-
great.
Succession.
That's Kieran. Rory's the younger, yeah.
Succession.
Got it.
Succession.
Got
Yes,
it.
that's Kieran.
Concession.
But Rory, I think,
Sounds
was the
good.
very young
Sorry,
one.
The very young one.
Anyways, either way, whatever. The youngest
great.
Culkin brother.
He's our Rudy.
Anybody that was basically a baby
Yeah.
can be like.
that our generation.
Yeah, right.
Like they're the ones. So he's Rudy.
This would be a great like throwback kind of thing.
Yeah. I
And we
love it.
release it on a Thursday.
There you go. Throwback Thursday.
Hashtag TBT.
Okay.
It's
All right.
it's targeted right to our generation.
So we use a lot of 80s music.
80s
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
I know.
It writes
Never-
itself.
yeah.
But it's still set today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a key because like I love like Stranger Things and like, but now like everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, we still need to.
So this
be
is kind of the
relevant
reverse.
times.
This is
Yeah.
the same style,
same
but in
feel and
today's
style,
day.
but
Yeah.
in today's, and that way we
It's
can,
a little homage.
we can get relevant.
Homage.
Homage,
Homagier? No.
homage, yeah,
Homage?
homage, yeah.
Homage à trois.
Wait, but how much will it cost?
Wow. That was zero? That was like, no, knock it off.
That was bad.
Oh, I love it secretly.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let's think of a band that who's still together. The Cure.
Wait, what are we
The
trying to
Cure
do?
is great.
80s.
To get them in the movie?
To do the music.
And have a cameo.
They're
need a
gonna.
cameo
Oh my
too.
God! Yeah, they could be
gotta
the
have a cameo.
wedding band.
Yes.
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 We get
Cure.
the. Who is it? It's Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode, yeah. New Order.
Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick, New Order.
You know
any of
who's
those
still
guys.
together? Oh, what are they called?
They're doing some comebacks now, right?
Yeah. We could just find whatever. YouTube.
Well,
I don't know.
okay, we'll put calling all 80s bands. That are
Yeah,
coming
me
together.
This is a calling. Oh yeah.
Like whoever's around and wants to do this.
Just toss it in the air and see what happens.
I love it.
We should
That's
get a
perfect.
writer's room of all of those people together too to write
yeah.
this movie.
Heck
Get
yeah.
them to punch
Is
up all
the-
the jokes.
Yeah, all the appropriate like.
Yeah.
Is John Hughes still around?
No, John
Passed away?
Passed away.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
John Hughes.
It'll be like John Hughes Courthouse.
Judgment.
Judgment room.
The John Hughes Judgment Room. I love that.
The John Hughes Judgment House.
Okay,
Yes.
let's think to wrap this kind of all up. Let's think of. Do we want it to be called "I'm Not One to Judge, Judy," or do we want to give it a name?
The marketing on that is
I don't
going
know.
to
Yeah,
be
you
like.
tell me. That's tough. I'm bad with names. Is it? Yeah, too on the cheesy side.
What if we just
Two on the
What if
nose,
we
that's
just
it.
go Throwback Thursday?
Just call it Throwback Thursday. So is that too self?
That's too, yeah.
It doesn't give. It doesn't.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I,
fine.
I like it.
We could do. I mean,
But I don't like it.
I like the.
But
I mean, he's the one to
down.
judge.
I like it, but I hate
Yeah.
it.
Now we're all getting too judgmental.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? We could just the judgment room.
Judgment
Judgment House. Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty good. What was the other title? The last one that you liked?
Oh, off the cut. Oh yeah, off the.
yeah,
no,
what
no,
was
it's
it?
not. It's not you. It's me. No, it's not me. It's you.
Maybe that's just a line in the movie. That's pretty good. As like a line.
You gotta
can
use
see that
that
as a
somewhere.
line.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That works.
Yeah.
I think that's better than Judgment Room because Judgment Room sounds like dun dun dun.
Terminator 7.
Room.
But then they're like,
With the 80s cast.
But yeah.
Although it's not me, it's you. It's
but like, man, I don't know. For some reason, that marketing has to be 80s.
Yeah, I still
Oh, for
think
sure.
It could be that for sure.
Like it has to be that kind of like those really garbage trailers that were like coming soon.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
entire movie.
Oh, I
Like
would love that.
Dazzle.
Just, yeah,
Mark-
it shows everything.
It's the.
Are they gonna do this? Like,
And then they show them
and
doing
then
it.
shows it. Like, find
Like,
out.
How will it end?
Yeah,
and then they show
yeah,
the ending.
yeah.
It ends like this.
On the next, it's like no, it's a movie.
It's a movie. It doesn't matter. Find
On the
out
next scene.
Yeah.
I want to make
Or it could be
just
like-
the trailer.
I
now.
know. I feel like it could be easy
Just
to
the
do.
trailer of this
That'd be-
could be really fucking good.
I'm thinking
It's
also-
all the one-liners of all those movies
Yeah.
with this cast.
with this cast.
That would be
Dream
actually
cast.
great.
Just get all these people to come in and do like one line each
Spout
for
that
a
out
trailer.
for a trailer,
and
yeah.
that's the movie. We're throwing this out now.
Yeah.
All 80s
If you're
stars.
listening.
If you're listening,
And bands.
And bands.
Please.
Yeah.
Get involved.
get involved
Come
in
on
this
by.
trailer that we're putting together. It's gonna be amazing.
It could also be. We could do two. One like that, the dazzly, sparkly
Right.
kind of real from that time. But then also like the cheesy sex ed videos, like just they walk
yeah.
in, like, well,
Hi,
hey,
guys.
blah blah.
How are
Just an
you?
idea.
Yeah, like
Are you? Do you judge? Are you a judge person?
But is it somebody
Judge?
somebody from the movie? Is it Larry? Is it Uncle Larry? It's crazy
That would
Uncle
be
Larry.
cool.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a crazy Uncle Larry video where he's like, hey,
his
Why
face
does
of
he
like,
like that?
yes, bye. If you need to learn about this,
All his
ultimately,
jobs,
the
yes.
whole movie is just that wrapped up, and that's really what it is. No, we never really find out what happens to Trudy and Judy and Rudy. It's all a video. Right as we're
It's
gonna find out, it
commercials.
comes
You
to
can
be like,
commercials of Larry's job.
Yes.
When it plugs the movie.
yeah, plugs the movie.
That'd be great marketing.
That would be really good
where
marketing.
it's like
Yeah.
him
Find out
selling the
more.
movie. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
have you ever wanted to watch a movie about the 80s?
there you go.
And it's all in
Did you like?
character.
Do you miss this and need more? of it? Yeah, that would be amazing. It's all a ploy.
Oh, that's too good.
They'd be like, hey, do you miss having like CD album vinyl
There you go.
starting
So you can
things?
put those plugs in there.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Product
PrettyRecordClub.com.
Product placement.
Well, I'm set.
Yeah, I'm
Are you-
set.
are
I'm
you
sold.
set?
I will direct this movie. If you
Thank you,
just have
Colin.
me. Thank you for having me. This was
Yeah,
fun
we'll have you sign something.
and inspiring. yeah. Sign it on the way out. I'll have my lawyers call you.
Thank you for calling the shots.
I will take that. It's good.
Sorry.
Because
I
his name's
love it.
Colin.
You calling? See, I got nothing. You calling me out,
His name's Colin.
Ollie?
This is your chance to plug whatever you'd like, whether it's your films, or how to
yeah.
find you.
Go
whatever it is.
on Hulu. Look for the movie Animals. Go Schiffli Films on Instagram and all those things. Schiffli Films right here. I got another movie, All Creatures Here Below, starring Karen Gillan and David Dastmalchian.
Nice.
Coming out
Okay.
am I allowed to say it? Coming out soon.
There you go.
On VOD and select theaters. And then I'm working on my third movie, which will be a little while coming.
It's
but,
not me, it's you.
Yeah, it's not me, it's you. Yeah, there you go. So,
And then it's sequel.
I'm not one to judge.
I'm not one of the judge, yeah. I'm gonna start writing these right when we get off the air. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Thank you,
again.
guys.
This has been it's a pleasure having you. First
Pleasure
off,
being here. I
and this has been
appreciate
fun. So
Absolutely.
don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Instagram. All the handles will be here. Just check it out. Show us your love and support. Stay tuned. www.writersblockparty.com. PRTY.